Welcome back to Airport Madness 3D. I'm Tenacious Viking, your air traffic controller host, and we're going to pick up right where we left off in the last episode.
Future Jet 868, cleared for takeoff. Runway 30 right.
This hopefully will not be nearly as mirthful for those who enjoy watching my crashes. Although there were plenty of close calls and... Oh my lord, I can't talk. Plenty of close calls. Oh, here we go. Yep, we got an 03 landing. Great. And he's got to expedite his... I have a... So there's a close call for you. And I have another one trying to slip in there too.
5, 4, 2, 2, will land, runway 30.
Can't you? Why can't you just put a detour sign on the runways? Say, runway closed due to incompetent air traffic controller. Detour to 30 left.
Iron flight 388, speed up. Nightmare 2, 1.
Now, is this going to work itself out, or do I have to intervene?
Request taxi.
I'm going to have to intervene.
218, going around.
Dang it. I'm going to go all the way around, too. I have too much crap in the air to...
Buzz 188.
You're not supposed to call planes crap, are you? Because they're kind of your bread and butter, kind of your purpose for existing.
Right.
Well, it's a good thing that that plane landed on 03, so I have something heading to the gates, because I sure don't have anything going here.
47 cross. Runway 21, iron flight 510 cross. Runway 2.
Got to do better than that if I'm going to get 300 planes moved. Oh, what do we got here now? Yeah, we're going to keep that on 30 right. Oh, I got a rogue again. Dang it.
388, going around. Iron flight 388, will land, runway 30 left.
So that's 2 rogues in the air and 1 on the ground.
4, 2, 2, speed up.
Now's about the time I get real tired, and let's face it, I'm a little ADD, so maybe a little bit bored.
8, will land, runway 30 left.
Okay, yeah, we're going to let those do their thing.
388, speed up.
Come in on parallel runways. Looks like the right is a little behind. I'm going to... Yeah, look at this. If you think that's scary on an interstate to travel along that traffic, you should be in the air at 200 miles an hour.
Iron flight 510.
Oh, my. Oh my gosh, I love all these views, all these cameras. That is absolutely fantastic. Okay. Wait, I don't even have...
5447, request taxi.
Okay, I gotta speed him up
324,
and
speed up.
slow him down.
Future Jet 868, slow down. 5447, on the pushback.
Blue Star 490 on the pushback.
Blue Star 535, cleared for takeoff, runway 30 right.
Iron flight 510, on the pushback.
Slamjet 368, cross, runway 21.
5195 cross. Runway 21, 138 cross. Runway 21, nightmare 899 cross. Runway 21.
Buzz 188, cleared for takeoff, runway 30 right.
Oh, we got a 03 back there I gotta go take care of in a second. Deep breath and go.
Buffer flight 229, cleared for takeoff, runway 30 right.
Nightmare 362 will land runway 30 left.
5447, cleared for takeoff. Runway 30 right.
Blue Star 490, cleared for takeoff. Runway 30 right.
Okay, I can cross 2 more right away.
Nightmare 218 cross runway 21.
There's a second ground rogue. Yeah, that's not my fault.
Buzz 138, request taxi. Buzz 138 on the pushback. Iron Flight 510, cleared for takeoff. Runway 30 right. Buzz 195, request taxi.
Slam to 368 request taxi. Slam to 368 on the pushback.
Buzz 195, roger.
Nightmare 362 speed up.
Buzz 557 going around. Buzz 557 will
And as soon as something unusual happens,
Iron Plane 576 will land runway.
this looks like a rogue
30
here
left.
too. I don't think he's with the program.
Iron Plane 576 will land runway 03.
Well, now what was that? I have 2 planes come in too close together there.
Buzz 422 request taxi. Iron Plane
See, that begins to get
577
patently unfair
will
when you
land
have
runway
rogue
30
planes going around that you're
left.
trying to
Buzz
deal with.
422 on the
And then you have
pushback.
planes sneaking in behind you. That makes me a tad unhappy. That is not
490
fun.
will land runway 30 left. Buzz 557 speed up.
Slam to 368 cleared for takeoff. Runway 30 right.
Buzz 138, cleared for takeoff. Runway 30 right. Buzz 195, cleared for takeoff. Runway 30
Look at, they're trying to do that again.
490 going around.
What is the deal? They're just popping right out of the sky and coming after me.
Iron Flight 510, speed up.
Iron Plane 576.
Probably what happened. It was two arrivals that were too close together. Well, I'm going to be interrupted and unable to do commentary probably for the rest of this, but I'm going to keep going until I get 300 planes. We're at 252. 4 crashes though, although at least 1 is not my fault. So I'll only take credit for 3. So watch carefully, listen to the air traffic controller voice, and see what I'm doing.
Buzz 557 cross runway 21.
Iron Flight 510, cross. Runway 21.
Iron Plane 576 cross runway 21.
Future jet 324 on the pushback.
Buzz 447, expedite off. Runway 30 left. Future Jet 868, request taxi. Buzz 195, expedite off. Runway 30 left.
388 cross runway 30 right.
Lambda 730 cleared for takeoff. Runway 30 right.
Nightmare 218 will land runway 30 left.
Well, that was a surprise. 4 3-0 left arrivals in a row, right behind each other. Oh my lord, that should never have happened. That was complete. Oh, I don't know what. No, what's that? I don't. Did I have a departure that was taking off that slowly? Good lord. And see, there was nothing on the radar before. I don't quite understand how fast they're popping in.
4 cleared for takeoff. Runway 30 right. Iron flight 388 cleared immediate takeoff. Runway 30 left.
I don't quite understand that. I will have to analyze the footage.
195 will land runway 30 left.
Blue Star.
Yeah, I'm able to do a little commentary here because I'm not interrupted yet, but I'm going to be at any moment.
Future Jet 868, roger.
Buzz 557 request taxi. Buzz 557 on the pushback.
Now it looks like 2 gates aren't working right now in the middle too. That's going to be a bit of a puzzle.
Blue Star 490 cross runway 21. Blue Star
Quite a lineup of planes here
490
because I
on
don't
the
have a place to
pushback.
put them.
138 Brock, runway 2154447 Brock, runway 2.
I may have some crashes that are not my fault because only 2 gates are working.
Buzz 422 request taxi. Buzz 422 on the pushback.
Nightmare 218 cross runway 21.
So I'm still in business on the commentary side here. The only thing that happened silent was crash, and I wouldn't have had much good to say about that anyway. It was, man, that was a lapse. Although, you know, in fairness, I shouldn't have been distracted by a rogue plane. But that does happen.
Future Jet 324 will land runway 30 left.
Iron Flight 510 will land runway 30 left.
Buzz 422 cleared for takeoff. Runway 30 right. Blue Star 490 cleared for takeoff. Runway 30 right.
Buzz 138 on the pushback.
Blue Star 535.
My big goal now is going to be to get pushbacks as quickly as possible so I can cross as many of these as possible because they will start. They're going to crash into each other, I think, before I get to 300. I just don't think there's any way to avoid that since these 2 gates are not working. Oh, wait, now he's going rogue.
Request taxi.
If this happens to you and you're not in a critical game, shut the game down and reopen it again, and those kinds of problems usually go away. But when I'm this close to 300, I'm not going to do that.
Nightmare 362 will land. Runway 30 left.
Oh, come on. Okay, they're separated good enough. Yeah. Great.
5447 on the pushback. 5138 clear for takeoff. Runway 30 right.
Nightmare 218 request taxi. Nightmare 218 on the pushback. Iron flight 388 cross runway 21.
Quite the little miracle if I could avoid
5447
crashes back
clear for
here,
takeoff.
but
Runway
they're building up
30
pretty quickly,
right.
so.
Blue Star 490 going around.
Blue Star 535 request taxi.
Blue Star 490 will land runway 30 left. Buzz 422 will land runway 30 left.
Blue Star 535 on the pushback.
5195 request taxi.
Buzz 422 slow down.
Buzz 195 Roger.
Slamjet 368 cross runway 21. Nightmare 218 cleared for takeoff runway 30 right. Blue Star 535 cleared for takeoff runway 30 right.
5447 slow down.
Copper flight 229 cross runway 21. Copper flight 229 request taxi.
Slamjet 435 will land runway 30 left.
510 cross. Runway 21. Five 195 going around. 5195 will land runway 30 left.
Hopper point 229 on the pushback.
Iron flight 388, cleared for takeoff. Runway 30 right. Slammed to 368, cleared for takeoff. Runway 30 right. Buzz 188, cleared for takeoff. Runway 30 right.
Hopper point 229 cleared for takeoff. Runway 30 right.
Future jet 324, cross. Runway 21.
Nightmare 899 request taxi. Nightmare 899 on the pushback.
5516 expedite off. Runway 30 left.
Slammed to 435, expedite off. Runway 30 left.
Yeehaw! Continuous Play Achievement Award, 300 planes. That was not easy. Look at all those planes lined up. I had no choice but to allow a crash on 30 right because it would not leave the runway until all the other planes from 30 left were off. And I only have 2 gates operating. So, that's going to do it for me. I'm going to submit this score. I have no idea if this will show up. Well, 5th high today doesn't show up on the week high, obviously. Somebody's moved 1,040. I see, I'd be so tired by the time I moved that many planes. I'd be tired and crabby, and I'd be saying things like, I got your nightmare right here. But, got another achievement. 4, 5, 6, 7 achievements so far out of 20. Okay. Well, thanks for watching. Join me next time when Tenacious Viking plays Airport Madness 3D.